Y'all, TikTok is not for me. I swear. It's like, I get it, you know. Every time I go on TikTok talking about financial domination, I always go viral. It never fails, right? And I have just been so anti TikTok for so long now. And every time I try to like give them a chance, they prove themselves otherwise. Let's just be honest. They prove themselves to be otherwise. And you know, that can be really frustrating and annoying, but nevertheless, we are here. So I decided to jump on here. I decided to jump on here to YouTube so that you guys would have some context or we could have a more uncensored conversation. Let's just be honest. I came over here so that we could have a more uncensored conversation about financial domination because, just as today's title suggests, I went viral again. I went viral again on TikTok, y'all. Like I said, every time I jump on TikTok and say anything about financial domination, I always go viral. So I went viral last night. Right now we at a total of what, 75,000 views again, 75,000 views on TikTok. So as normal to be expected, once you go viral on TikTok talking about financial domination, people are asking a bunch of questions. And I was already live over there on TikTok for a few hours this morning and this afternoon. So you guys on YouTube are kind of coming into what would have been like a part three if I was already here on YouTube with you guys. But I had already spent like an hour and then like 90 minutes doing two lives on TikTok where a bunch of ladies, as always, had questions about financial domination, how to get started in financial domination, the norm. So, TikTok is so sensitive. TikTok is so sensitive. Like, you can't say certain things on TikTok live because they have that, like, AI algorithm that's like listening for certain things. So even if you're not violating the terms and conditions, the AI will like kind of trigger it just to make sure that you're not, and it'll kick you off. YouTube doesn't do that. Or at least, I have more creative control over YouTube. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why I've always been so anti TikTok because at the end of the day, TikTok was built for kids. Like, that's why I never use TikTok as a dom. I never talk about using TikTok as a dom. I despise using TikTok for financial domination. I'm literally only using that shit for like education purposes to reach, all of these girls that keep coming to me asking me questions about financial domination, how to get started in it, and then they wind up telling me that they spent, X amount of time, X amount of months, X amount of years trying to do stuff based on TikTok, and then they, find me later, and it's like, oh, I should have found you first, or like, oh my god, like I wish you were on TikTok, and da 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 da. So I'm just trying to be a resource for people and share that information. But you guys know I fucking hate TikTok. Like, you cannot do shit. I couldn't even smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're having a 90-minute discussion and I'm comfortable. I don't mind spending that much time, when I'm on live with you guys and stuff like that. I never mind how long we end up talking. But I want to be comfortable. Like, you can't even fucking smoke while you're on you like I literally just, and I'm just in my head, like in the live, like, I just wish we were on YouTube. I just wish we were on YouTube. I just wish we were on YouTube. So I'm glad we were able to bring it over to YouTube. I know the many hundreds and thousands of folks that were in the live with us on TikTok aren't going to necessarily be joining us over here on YouTube unless they were smart enough to figure it out or if they saw the comments. So if you are here in the comment section from TikTok, definitely give me a holler. Let me know. If you are coming off of the TikTok group, I know a couple folks were in the comments already a few minutes ago. Hold on. All right. So yeah, I just needed to respond to comments and stuff like that. But yeah, we gonna get into a more uncensored conversation because I don't just I can't stand the censorship. I don't like to be censored when it comes to my my creativeness. So YouTube is the place for me. Hello. But I'm here to answer you guys' questions. So whatever questions you have about financial domination, if you just came across it for the first time, if you want to talk about branding, marketing, whatever it is, this is what I'm here to do today. So you holla at me. I went viral on TikTok. I've already done some live streaming today. I've already given out the information. I'll reiterate whatever, but I need to know what you like. Now's the time for you to speak up. What information do you guys need as new doms to get started in this industry? What burning questions do you really have? Because now's the chance to ask them. Ugh. Now's the chance to ask. What we were talking about on TikTok, though, was really just kind of getting an understanding of what financial domination is. A lot of people find financial domination on the internet, and they don't necessarily have the right kind of insight about what it is that they're getting into, and then you can really put yourself in some fucked up situations like that. So you definitely want to make sure that you're operating safely. Hello from Brazil. Nice. Hello from Brazil. Is the ebook One Text at a Time still available? Yes, it is still available. It has temporarily been taken offline. It will be available soon, but it is still available. You guys can gain access to it by going inside of the student portal. So if you're already a student inside of the AfroDomme Academy, the quickest link for you to get it is to go there. If you are not currently a student and you would like access to our coaching, our mentoring programs, and all of the textbooks and stuff like that, that you originally would have to buy like individually, those are now just kind of quick links in the students portal in our server. So if you'd like to become a student and get access to the coaching and the mentoring and the textbooks, you can do all of that in one fell swoop. I think there should be a link in the description box today here on YouTube. Because again, on TikTok, you literally can't say the words link in bio. You know what I'm saying? Like it's their app. They want to run it how they want to run it, but the censorship is just crazy. The censorship is just crazy over there. So yeah. The boudoir room challenge. Are you already a student and I just don't recognize your name? Because you're mentioning a challenge, and I'm like, I feel like you might be talking about the challenge that we're already doing inside as students. Are you a student? And I just don't recognize your name? Ah, got it. Got you. So you're taking the boudoir challenge, trying to create your own boudoir, create your own dungeon. Good work on that then. One text at a time is going to help you with one particular app. One text at a time, that book that you were mentioning that I wrote last year, that is going to help you with a particular app as far as just kind of socializing with subs, getting more familiar with talking to men. The point the reason that I put that book out one text at a time, that's again no longer available like publicly. You're going to have to become a student, and the link in the description box in order to get access to that book. It'll be in the server in the next, like, by the end of the night, so that you guys have those textbooks and stuff like that. So but that piece was put together not necessarily to teach you financial domination, but to show you how to use a particular app that I had found last year. About, yeah, that app I know you're talking about. Don't mention the app in the comments. For the people who don't know it, don't mention the app in the comments. But it was to teach you how to use that particular app to talk to men and get paid for it, so that as a new dom you have more experience and you're more comfortable talking to men in this kind of like setting. A lot of new doms say that they like freeze up and they don't necessarily know how to talk to men as a dom versus talking to men how they normally would, just like flirting with men on a dating app, or talking to men in like normal conversation at like a social event or at work. Like, how do you approach a conversation as a dom? So I put that book together to show you guys how to use that one particular app. I wouldn't say it's a dating app. Some people probably use it that way, but if you're smart, you're just using it to make money. It is basically an app where you get paid to text men. You know, it kind of works as a dating app where you're like swiping back and forth between guys. If you match, so to speak, you guys can text and talk with each other, but the guy has to have money on his account, and basically like you get a few coins every time you respond to his text message. And it wasn't necessarily to teach you how to find subs on that app. It's not impossible, because I'm not going to say that I don't make good money on that app, because I definitely still do. But it was more so for new doms, just giving you the experience of how to practice talking to men and screening subs. Is this kind of guy the right kind of sub I'm looking for, or is this kind of guy and better the in what I'm looking for? And then just basically so that you could have experience talking to a bunch of different kind of guys and like interviewing them, so to speak, so that you could see if they were the right type of sub, the right type of guy for you, but not necessarily just wasting your time talking to a bunch of different guys on a dating app, since you're actually getting paid for responding to them. So it was more so about practice. I would not say that you're going to find like a well sub on the app, but you never know. Anything could happen. But it would just really be for like you to practice, or once you get good at it. I use that app for like video chatting and stuff like that, because you can set your own prices once you unlock like the superstar platform or the superstar bonus, and you can set your prices on video chat and stuff like that, and continue talking to those few guys that you did like build a little bit of like some chemistry with or something like that. So you can use it like that. That's what I would suggest it using it for, instead of using like Grinder, instead of using like Bumble or Tinder or like dating apps to try to like swipe for free and talk to guys for free and try to convince them to send you money on Tinder and getting banned from Tinder and stuff like that. You can use that other app that's mentioned in the book, one text at a time, to get that same kind of practice. Now, to get access to the book, you're going to want to click the link in the description box and just become a student. And then again, they'll be, you know, in the student portal. Do you need to have experience to do you need to have experience in real life to start Findom? No. You don't need to have experience in real life to start doing financial domination online. You do need to have experience online to do financial domination in real life. So I would never suggest to somebody that's new to this altogether to just go out and find guys. I'm not that type of person, first and foremost. I'm not a pick me woman. You know, I'm not a undercover sugar baby or something like that, even though I don't throw any shade to sugar babies or anything like that. But I don't teach you how to go out and find a man in public. That's like some pick me, go find a rich man and get married type of shit. And I know it's plenty of girls making money off of those types of courses where they teach you how to go out and find a man, but I'm not doing that. So I suggest that if you are interested in financial domination, that you start online simply because it is a little bit safer. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting yourself at physical risk by being out in parties and events where you don't really have any experience. So it's safer to start online so that you can study BDSM, you can study consent practices, you can study safety practices so that you can know how to protect yourself, you know how to protect your subs. And then as you build up comfort online, the best thing about doing it this way, when you stick to the guns, you stick to your blueprint, you're not trying to be too money hungry and jump around and skip steps and stuff like that. When you do it the way that I teach you, by starting online first, by the time you go out and you're in person, you're at parties, you're at events, you already actually have an industry demand for you to be there, right? So instead of just showing up randomly to parties, people are now asking you to walk through. You're now getting paid to step through to events, right? And that's really what you want. So I took a lot of time in getting to know myself, getting to build my brand, getting to build my credibility, my credentials, my expertise in this industry. I started online. I didn't start going to parties until people were paying me to show up to their clubs, asking me to come to their BDSM dungeons and host events every week, you know, in those places based off of the reputation that they knew that I already had. So that's why I would suggest doing it online first. Again, so that by the time you are in person, you know how to protect yourself. You're not putting yourself in dangerous situations and stuff like that. Just on a safety level. And then again, about supply and demand and being able to actually reap the benefits of going to in-person events and making money. Again, you already have a reputation. People already have a demand for you. You walk into the party and heads turn because they know who the fuck you are. People are literally only showing up to events because they know you're going to be there, versus you being a new dom, you showing up to parties, you don't have any credentials, nobody knows who you are. They're like, oh, well, what's your fet life? Or, oh, what's your Twitter? You don't have one. The bitch say that you just opened the account yesterday. You know what I'm saying? They're going to look at you like, oh, like, who is you? You know what I'm saying? So you don't want, you want to set yourself up for success. So I suggest starting online first, building yourself up, and then branching out. Hmm. Definitely need that app. And on Loyal Fans, a guy came in talking about he wanted me to seduce him, and you didn't know what you was doing. Lord, girl, you leaving money on the table. You got these subs coming in, and you getting all nervous and stuff. You don't know how to seduce no man. You know how to seduce a man. Come on now. You know how to seduce a man. Okay, I could seduce a motherfucker in this little t-shirt. You see me? Because you know what? I'm beautiful. I'm sexy. I'm intelligent. Okay, you see that? Beautiful. See my face? No makeup. I don't even need fucking makeup because I'm just fucking sexy. And you want to pay me. You want to give me all of your time, all of your effort, all of your energy. You want to suffer and sacrifice for me. You want to get down on your knees and kiss my feet and tell me how much you love, worship, and adore me. Girl, it's not that hard to seduce a man. You just need to say the right things. And it's not about, oh, following a script. It's not about, oh, like repeat what I just said. It's literally about tuning into yourself, tuning into that high power version of yourself, and just bringing that to life, which is so big and so important to get to know yourself as a dom. And that's what really I was talking about on TikTok, because TikTok is really, really like censoring. You can't say much of any fucking thing. But what I was really talking about with them is just kind of giving you the breakdown on what to expect out of financial domination. The fact that financial domination is sex work. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it's going to require you to put some work in to get to know yourself. We were talking about the BDSM test for you guys, and how to really explore your own sexuality through financial domination, through exploring BDSM to become a professional dominatrix, right? Really taking the time to truly enjoy the experience of being a dom. Like, everybody comes to financial domination because it's like, oh, how do you get subs to pay your rent? Okay, that's fine. You can get subs to pay your rent. You can get subs to pay your car. Like, these are not uncommon things. Now, of course, not everybody's able to do that in the community. So that's why when you say that you're able to do it, like people just jump on and like, oh, how do you get the money? How do you get the money? Because they got stars in their eyes when they hear me say shit. But I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a scammer. I'm not just going to say, oh, do this, this, that, and a third, because that would be setting you up for failure. So yeah, I'm going to take you by the hand and walk you through the baby steps first. Take the BDSM test. Who are you as a person? Is this really in alignment with you, who you are? If you have morals and religious ideas, or your family has religious ideas about sex work or all of those other things, you might not want to do this, right? So the reason why it's so easy for me to make a lot of money, the reason why it's so easy for me to seduce men and all of those things, is because I've done the work. I know who I am. I'm confident about myself. Me saying that my name is Ekua Ahima, and the name that's on my birth certificate, the name that my family knows me by, those two people are not, you know what I'm saying? Those two names are not two different people. I'm not a character. I'm not an alter ego. I'm not Hannah Montana, right? I'm not Miley Cyrus one day and then Hannah Montana the next. I'm the same fucking person. My personality has not changed. I'm a dom. And as a dom and a dominant woman who's always been a dominant woman, I have the ability to bring a certain energy out of me. And as a businesswoman in financial domination, I know how to sell a fantasy. So when you are naturally a dominant woman, a powerful woman, a confident woman, and you know from a business standpoint how to set up a business and how to sell a fucking story, how to sell a fucking fantasy, you will become immensely successful. So that's why you guys come to me. That's why we're here. But you can't skip steps. So you must get to know yourself. You need to take the BDSM test. The BDSM test is not something that I created. That's some free shit that you can Google. But you need to take the BDSM test so that you know more about yourself and what energy you align with. Some of y'all ain't really dominant. That's the real tea. Because some of y'all are going to take the BDSM test and find out that you are 100% submissive. Does that mean that you can't do financial domination and be good at it? Maybe. If it says that you 100% submissive and it says you are 0% dominant, then yeah, baby, financial domination might not be your bag. Maybe you need to go learn how to be a lash tech or do press-ons and stuff like that. And it's not shade, because those are literally booming industries and businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can teach you how to build a vanilla business too. That's just how I get down as a professional woman of many tricks. But financial domination is not going to be for everyone. And I'm not that type of person that's going to sit here and try to sell you some courses or classes and do you a disservice. Because at the end of the day, I'm teaching these classes in my free time. You know what I'm saying? When you guys are working or looking for mentoring and shit like that, you're not going to get someone else. You're going to get me. So if I know just off the top that you're not going to be a good fit for it, why the fuck would I waste my time talking to your ass? You know what I'm saying? And it's not that like I'm trying to be rude, but like I just feel like that would be a scam. That would be a waste of my time to take someone's money knowing damn well that they're not really going to be cut out for it. And that would be, you know, a scam. Like, why would I spend my time trying to teach somebody how to do financial domination when I know for a fact that they're not, they ain't got a dominant bone in their body. This is a submissive woman. She like cutting the grass for her boyfriend and paying her boyfriend bills. And she got down on her knees and proposed to her nigga. It's no point in me teaching her how to be a dom. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, if somebody was teaching that type of woman how to be a dom, like you just robbing the bitch. And like at this point, like that would just be robbing the bitch. I don't agree with that. I think that it's really important in the starting phases of learning how to be a dominatrix that you take the necessary time to figure out if this is right for you. And you need to take the BDSM test. You might need to watch some videos. I told you guys on TikTok, and the most censored vanilla, I was trying to make it so vanilla. I was trying to make the live so vanilla. Y'all, TikTok is not made for us. TikTok is not made for us. But I tried to make the damn live over there so damn vanilla. But I was telling you guys, like, if you've never even seen BDSM scenes before, you just coming across BDSM or coming across financial domination because of literally TikTok, like me just being on your For You page and shit, you gonna need to study. And the way to study it, 50 Shades of Grey. Watch that movie. Now, is 50 Shades of Grey going to be an accurate depiction of BDSM dynamics and healthy BDSM dynamics? No, it is literally just a movie. But it will give you some type of visual context about what it is that you are trying to get into. Financial domination is a small niche of BDSM. So watching 50 Shades of Grey will give you a small glimpse of visual context about the lifestyle that you're getting into. It will not describe financial domination. It will not be an appropriate or healthy depiction of dom-sub relationships and dynamics. In no way, shape, or form am I telling you that you should watch 50 Shades of Grey as an example on how to be a dominatrix. But if you've never been in BDSM, you've never explored BDSM, you need some type of context about what this is. There are also, like somebody saying in the comments, other examples of BDSM and stuff like that that are on Netflix and Hulu, all of these movies and shows, because being a dom, being in the kink community is becoming more mainstream. It's becoming more popular. I myself have been featured in mainstream publishing companies like Hay House Publishing and magazines and podcasts and stuff like that myself. And there's plenty of other DOMs who have gone viral on mainstream platforms as well. So it is becoming more and more commercialized and more popular in the eyes of mainstream. But how to do it successfully and how to do it making six figures is not. Because not everybody in this industry is making six figures. And not everybody in this industry who's teaching classes knows how to make six figures or has made six figures themselves. So we simply created the TikTok page to provide education to y'all. Like I said on there as well, I don't use TikTok as a dom. I don't need to use TikTok as a dominatrix. I would never, ever, ever suggest that you promote yourself on TikTok as a dominatrix, because the only thing that you're going to get is people asking you how to teach them. Oh, can you teach me classes? Can you teach me classes? You don't need to be teaching nobody how to do financial fucking domination if you're in my comment section right now. You don't. And it's no shade, it's no tea, it's just the reality. You don't even know what you're doing. So you cannot teach somebody else. You're just not qualified to do that. And it's okay, because you don't want to make money teaching other people how to do financial domination. You want to make money doing financial domination, right? Exactly. Everybody's not made to teach. I was a teacher for 9 years, or been a teacher, I should say, for 9 years, even prior to me doing financial domination myself and teaching financial domination myself. So teaching is just something that comes naturally to me, which is why I feel like we've been able, or why I feel like AfroDomme has been able to be so successful with teaching classes and stuff like that, because I'm an educator and I've always been an educator. But we don't need more people teaching Findom classes. We need people actually making money as a dom instead. Finally was able to catch you live again. Was happy to hear your advice. Welcome. What social media platform should we start on? What kind of content should we be creating? I can't tell you how to create content. I can't tell you what content to create. What I can tell you is how to find yourself and establish a brand identity for yourself. I can tell you from a technical standpoint how to create content, from a lighting standpoint, editing your content, what softwares to edit it, but I'm not going to teach you how to look, what to say, what to do. So if you want to be a financial dominatrix, you need to study BDSM safety practices, BDSM consent practices, and you need to take the BDSM test tonight. If you want access to those resources, you can click the link in the description box and join the class where all of that information is already prepared for you, as well as the other lessons that you've already missed from our flagship course, AfroDomme 101. We are in the middle of the summer semester. The summer semester is actually about to end at the end of this month. So, but again, you need to take the time to understand what this is, what you're getting into as sex work and BDSM, and then where you fit in. The BDSM test will show you, based on your personality, your identity, what aligns truly with you. Are you a dominant person at altogether? One, do you align with certain fetishes like rigging, tying people up, or foot fetish, or pet play, or the mommy daddy kind of expert? Like, where do you fall in the categories of kink, based on your personality, based on your interests, based on your likes? That's what's most important to you right now. Not how to make content, what content to push, what to say, what apps to use to find subs. You do not go find subs. You don't. You do not go find subs and go out and look for men. That's pick me energy. Men find you as a dom. So I'm teaching you how to establish a brand and establish a business so that men can find you. Not for you to hurry up and figure out what to say and what to do so that you can jump online tonight and make $100. That's not going to happen. But what you can do tonight is click the link in that description box if you need to. Take the BDSM test. Start studying BDSM consent and safety practices so that you know what this is and what you're getting into. And then 2 weeks from now, after you feel confident and solidified about specific kind of kinks or interests that you have in BDSM and how you feel more comfortable and resolved in your decision as an adult to do this, then we can talk about what apps you can set up and how you can start creating streams of income for yourself to start making money, but not before. Anything or anyone who's willing to tell you how to download an app and what to say and what to do before they even talk to you about BDSM safety, consent, and practices, that person doesn't give a fuck about you. That person doesn't care whether you are successful for the next 2 years or the next 6 months. That person doesn't care if you put yourself in a dangerous situation online or in person. Right? All of those things matter. Listen, you have made or gained so much confidence. I haven't even been in the community a full month yet, but locked in with your videos. Nice. So I definitely want you guys to be confident about what it is that you're doing. That's what's most important to me. So you must come into this with informed consent. I'm going to be realistic as fuck with you about what this is and what this isn't. And then once you can tell me, okay, I've taken the BDSM test. I know that I like doing X, Y, and Z. I've watched some videos on P-Hub. I've watched some videos on X videos and kind of saw, okay, so this dom was doing this and this dom was doing that. I didn't really align with this, but I did align with this. This is what I'm kind of coming up with. Now I have something to work with, right? Because as a mentor, as a coach, I could give you step by step how to recreate my success, how to recreate the success of my highest paying students, but you don't benefit from that. That would be one, me giving you my intellectual property, and I damn sure ain't finna do that. And then two, you would just be copying and pasting the success of somebody else. That's not how you build a successful business. I'm a businesswoman, sweetheart. I'm a Findom, but I'm a businesswoman. So I want you guys to be confident in what it is that you're doing. I need to know that you are able to bring a certain level of commitment to it yourself by, first and foremost, off the rip, you guys doing the homework. Because when you guys come to me, I don't automatically just give you the answers. I give you homework. Go take the BDSM test, watch this movie, come back to me with some feedback and some notes that you have. What did you like? What didn't you like? What came up on the BDSM test and drove your particular interest? After a certain thing came up on the BDSM test, what research did you do about that particular kink or niche from that test? What did you see? What would you like to do and recreate? Because that is what's going to make you stand out amongst the other thousands of bitches trying to do this. You taking the time to watch the movie, you taking the time to take the fucking test, you taking the time to read and understand BDSM safety and consent before you start making money. You've put yourself, literally, I'm gonna be so fucking real with you, you've put yourself several years, 3 years at least, ahead of thousands of other doms, thousands of other bitches, thousands of other girls just jumping on Twitter and talking about hashtag Findom, fuck you, pay me, sub, send me some money, here go a picture of my foot. You have to do this in a way that's very strategic and methodological if you want to build a career off of this. If you want this to truly give you passive income, financial freedom, the ability to quit a job, the ability to make $1,000 a day. That's what you want. You have to build your platform, build your foundation up for success from day one. And that's how you do it. Once you know yourself, you've spent some time exploring different kinds of kinks and stuff like that. You're exploring your dominant sexuality, right? It's going to become more natural to you to now turn the camera on and film a clip. You won't need to worry about, well, what do I say? Or you won't need to worry about who is my ideal audience, who is my ideal sub, because you know who you are. And when you know who you are, you can speak to anybody. You can call it out. You don't have to worry about what to say. You don't have to worry about how to look. You don't have to worry about how to act. So one of the challenges that we have going on right now for our new students, when you click the link in the description box, you can get access to it. But one of the challenges that we have going on right now for new students is a wardrobe design challenge. If you have, let's say a specific budget was set, and with that specific budget, you need to create a full wardrobe, top, bottoms, jewelry, accessory, and stuff like that, for you as a dom, your dom identity. How does that woman dress? How does that version of you dress? That was the challenge for all of the new doms. And for those of you who are watching who are students and you want to participate in that, that is still available to do. All you need to do is go inside of the server in order to participate. Don't share anything like that here. Share your answers and stuff like that in the server. That activity, even though it is fun, that activity is going to teach you brand identity and how to create an image for yourself as a dominatrix. Sure, on the surface, it's looking like you going shopping and window shopping for a bunch of different clothes and jewelry and accessories, but the goal in mind should be how you're going to dress as a dom. Looking the part is half the battle. And by being able to create a wardrobe for yourself, and ideally you should buy those things for you too. And once you have those things in your cart, you should fucking buy them. But the challenge is teaching you guys how to create a brand identity for yourself as a dom, visualizing that version of yourself. It's not necessarily an alter ego. It's not necessarily a character. It's not necessarily a fake version of you, but just kind of elevating your current personality, your current style. Lots of women say that, you know what I'm saying, depending on whatever, kinds of money that they make and stuff like that. But lots of women say that if they were rich or if they were wealthy, that they would dress different or they would dress better. So visualize that in this challenge. You know what I'm saying? If you've had some trouble as a student, if you've had some trouble kind of finishing the challenge or understanding what the challenge is for, that's what it's for. to challenge your visual eye. Who are you as a dominant woman? What that version of you that makes $1,000 a day, that version of you that makes six figures, that version of you that is a millionaire, how do they dress? How do they act? The BDSM test, same thing. That version of you that's a professional dominatrix, the version of you that already has all of these clients, the version of you that already is extremely successful. What kind of kinks do you enjoy? What kind of services do you offer as a dom? And how do those things actually align with who you truly are as a person versus this fake identity? Because I can tell you from a fake perspective, go look like this, post this, say that, but that's not going to feel natural to you. It's going to feel like you're reading off of a textbook or you're reading a script. It's going to feel and appear very fake to the audience. It's going to feel and appear very fake to the people who you would consider your ideal or potential submissives and clients. All of these subs that you have on the internet, you know, scamming you guys, talking about send me a gift card and I'll send you $250, or you have to send me $25 as a security deposit for your $200 allowance. All of those people are scammers. And those scammers have simply appeared in the community because financial domination is becoming more popular. You as a new dom will appear just as scamish. You as a new dom will appear just as much of a scammer to your ideal clients, to those rich whale subs that you feel like don't exist, even though they do. You look like a scammer to them. That's why they're not sending you money. The reason that you can't find whale subs is not because they don't exist, but because you look like a scammer. And let's talk about it. Why? Why do you look like a scammer as a new dom to some man who's been a submissive for 20 years, who gives doms hundreds of thousands of dollars a month? Why would you look like a scammer, or how would you look like a scammer? Well, let's see. One, does your Twitter page say that you just made your account this month? That's one, red flag number one. Two, you have a verification video, red flag number two. Three, you are screaming about how you don't get any money from subs, red flag number three. Four, or how, you know, whatever the count is. And then again, your expectations aren't realistic. Your imagery sucks. You're taking pictures with Snapchat filters with dog eyes on your face, or your background's really dirty, or you just don't know what you're doing and you are DMing subs and asking subs for money. You're DMing sub accounts, right? You're DMing men who you think are subs and you're demanding that they give you money. These are all clear indicators to a man who's truly submissive, who truly does crave financial domination, who truly is looking for that one relationship with a dom that he can serve, that he can worship and provide for. That's what these men want. They don't want to be serving multiple doms. They don't want to be constantly, you know, going back and forth between this dom and that dom. They want relationships. They want to be connected. And they're not going to want to do that with someone who, in all of her texts, all of her tweets, all of her imagery, the vibe that she's giving off, you scaring the hoes. Like, you are literally scaring the hoes, new doms. The energy that you're giving out is desperate. The energy that you're giving out is, I don't know what I'm doing. The energy that you're giving out is, men aren't sending me money. Send me money now. You sound angry. You sound bitter. You sound like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're literally scaring the hoes. You know how they say when men come around and men start acting cringy and it's scaring the women? Women can do that too. When you hop on Twitter talking about you a Findom, hurry up and send you some money. When you hop on Twitter making verification videos and talking out the side of your neck about financial domination with no experience, you are equally as cringy and just as equally scaring the hoes. That's why they not sending you no money. You know, that's why they not sending you. It's not that it don't exist. It's not that the industry is dry. It's peak season right now. Do y'all not get that? It's peak season. I told y'all that over the summer. How all of the girls think, oh, it's the summer. Financial domination finna be popping because it's the summertime. No. The summertime is when all the girls find out about financial domination because they not making no money. Their boyfriend wasn't paying for them to get their nails done so they could go to the beach. So now they trying to, oh, I'm going to sell my feet on OnlyFans. And then they find financial domination. It's September. All of those girls who came in June and July and was trying to do financial domination, they done already got burnt out and left now. Okay? They have abandoned their Twitter pages by this time. They have given up on financial domination. Let them bitches give up. Because now is when actually the money is coming in. Where all of the girls that was trying to do it from TikTok and it didn't work out for 3 weeks, so they quit. All of those types of girls is gone. And all of the rest of us, the veterans, the ones that's been holding it down for years, we still here. And now it's September going into fall and we making all of the money. I've always made the most of my money during the fall, during harvest season. I make a lot of money in the summer, but I make a fucking killing in the fall and in the winter. So it's money going around right now. You just not getting it. And you not getting it because you scaring the hoes. Now let me go there and roll the rest of this joint. You scaring the hoes. How do you not scare the hoes? Get your ass some education. So the next time you go on Twitter and you say some shit out of the side of your fucking neck, you sound like you know what you're talking about. The next time you at a party with somebody and they have a safe word, you actually know what it is. And they not talking about you at the party. You're not walking around fucking embarrassing yourself. You think a motherfucker that's 80 years old, right? These subs that sending money is old as fuck. Like, I rarely ever these days have subs that's my same age. I'm 28 years old. Most of my subs since day one have been 60, 70, 80 years old. You think a motherfucker that's been alive more than you, longer than you, is dumb? He know that you don't know what you're doing. He been a sub. This man is 80 years old. He been a sub for 20 years now. He done probably been to all kinds of different professional dominatrices and been with veteran doms before. So he knows for a fact that your little young fine ass hopping on Twitter talking about my minimum tribute is $50. Oh, that bitch don't know what she doing. Let me go take advantage of that young little girl. Because she said it was only going to be $50. So let me go take advantage of her and waste her time. Because that's going to make me save some money. Because I know Goddess Ekua said she wanted $100,000. I'm going to need some time to save up that $100,000. Because she know what she doing. So let me go over here and fuck with this dumb young bitch that said she'll give me all her time and attention for $50. So I can pinch a few pennies till I can get Goddess Ekua her money. That's what's happening, really. These men are not dumb. They're not dumb. They weaponize their incompetence, right? They want you to think that they dumb so that you can do more things for them. He saw your link in the bio. He saw that you were a dom. He saw that he had to pay you. He decided to DM you anyway to see if you were going to respond. And you did. So did he waste your time or did you waste your time? Right? Got to think about it a little different. When I get on Twitter and I see women talking crazy about subs and I go to their page and see tributes, I just check and make sure I ain't following them. If you think about it, if you ever see a dom complaining on the timeline about the fact that she's not getting any sends, she's not finding any subs suck, I'll bet you any amount of money you can go to her page, go through her media. Her photos ain't that great. The quality of them ain't that great. She don't post no content. All she do is talk shit or she's talking to other people. So her media is full of replies to other people's posts and stuff like that. Or she's posting $15 tributes. She's bragging about the fact that somebody sent her $20. Right? You know what I'm saying? Those types of doms aren't really making money. And they're not making money, not because it's impossible to make money, but because they literally have no structure. Financial domination is a business. This is a career move. Imagine starting a business and not having no fucking structure. You think you can just You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Like, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So when people tell you like financial domination is easy, I can sit back and have my rent paid and have my bills paid, that's because I did the fucking work. That's because I put the work in. And now I get to reap the benefits of that work. I didn't just wake up and hit six figures tweeting about fuck you, pay me, subs, give me some money. No, I built a business. I built an empire for myself. Y'all have found me on Amazon. Y'all have found me on TikTok. Y'all have found me on YouTube. If I didn't have the empire that I had and I didn't do the work that I've done, you wouldn't even be here asking me questions about how you can do it because you wouldn't even been able to find me. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have those things set up, how are your subs going to find you? Everybody always asks, like, what apps do you use? How do you find these men? What apps do you use? And I keep telling y'all, I don't find subs. I don't go out looking for subs. Subs find me. I don't sit on Twitter for hours and hours scrolling the For You page looking for subs. I post what I need to post. I post a clip if I feel like making content. I go live on Loyal Fans if I want to go live on Loyal Fans. If I don't want to go live on Loyal Fans, I'll post something pre-recorded and I move on. If I'm working on a book, I would be working offline, working on my book. But once that book is done, like the book I'm putting out on the 20th, Mistress of the Waverly Plantation, subs will find me through that book. Subs are going to find me on Amazon through that book. Because I did the work to put together a book that subs want to read. So now they found me through that book and they're paying for the book. They call me to talk about the book on Night Flirt. I'm getting paid for that. And then once we're on the phone on Night Flirt, now he wants to book a session. I've gotten paid for that. That's how it works. That's the sales funnel. That's how you find the subs. By building a business, by building foundations for success, by building streams of income for your subs to find you. You do not go find them. You don't. You do not go find them. You build the foundation and they find you. Imagine calling yourself a financial dominatrix, but you out here chasing niggas. like let's keep it a being. Imagine calling yourself a financial dominatrix, but you out here literally chasing niggas, talking about where can I find subs? Where can I find subs? You don't chase niggas. You don't chase men. You don't chase a check. You don't chase none of that shit. So if you really want to be successful, you want to make a lot of money, you have to shift your mentality. All of that stuff you seeing on TikTok, throw that shit in the fucking trash. Throw that shit in the fucking trash. All that shit that you done seen on TikTok that tells you you need to download this app and find them on here and you need to look like this and talk like this and say that. Throw all that shit in the trash. Because all of that shit is, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit is irrelevant. Hold on. What the fuck? It's some interesting characters on TikTok, y'all. It really is. Right. Too pretty to be working. Okay. Do you think single moms can do this? I mean, there's married women doing this, there's single moms doing this. All of those kind of restrictions and stuff like that don't exist. There's no such thing as not being able to do financial domination because you're a mom or because you're 50 or because you're 60 years old. That's just like misogyny. You know what I'm saying? But people can do this. You can do it. I mean, as long as you have the time to dedicate to yourself, to putting out content or editing or doing research to develop your brand and stuff like that, as long as you have the time and the willingness to actually put the work in so that you can be successful, so that you can kick your feet up, not have to do shit, and just have that money coming in, then yeah, you'll be able to. It's really not about people not necessarily being able to do it unless you're just straight up just not a dominant like person. Because at that point, if you're like a submissive person, then I just feel like forcing yourself to be a dominant woman just so that you can make money, like that's not gonna come natural to you. So you're not gonna have fun. Like being a dom is fun. This is the fun, like the fun, like this is a career, but this is the most like you'll have the time of your fucking life doing this shit. So if it doesn't come natural to you, you're just not gonna enjoy it. And if you're not enjoying it, then what the fuck are you even doing it for? Like it's plenty of other shit that you can do for cash. You can make $1,000 a day selling t-shirts. You can make $1,000 a day as a lash tech. It's plenty of other shit that you can do for cash. I do this shit, yes, for the money, but because I fucking enjoy it. Like thoroughly. I thoroughly enjoy this shit. And if you're just doing it just because you want the money, like it's not that's not a way to live. You know what I'm saying? Living and working just for the money, that's not a way to live. So you should do what you feel passionate about. A sub got me started. I did my research for months and then finally started. Man, when I started, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Nothing I learned on Twitter. It was like the complete opposite. Yeah. A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that once you really start making money in the industry and you're ready to scale yourself up to, making more than just $50 every week from some subs, you're ready to scale yourself up to more than that. A lot of people get a culture shock because they realize, like, okay, this was not anything like, somebody else told me or anything like what I thought it was going to be. It's a lot more, or it requires a lot more from me. So a lot of people do get that culture shock. A lot of people do. I finally found your videos and it's been great ever since. Well, yay! I'm glad that some of my videos and stuff like that and coaching and things have been helping you. So a lot of people do say the same. I never try to be shady when I say certain things like this and stuff like that. I never try to be shady when I say like other people go to other places and they're not being successful with those coaching programs or mentoring programs. I'm never trying to be shady to those people. These are literally just words that you guys are literally telling me. These are testimonials that you guys literally give me all the time. So I know that our blueprint works. I know that the Instadom curriculum works because you guys tell me that it works. I know that it works because I'm the one that created it and I'm the one that uses it. So, you know what I'm saying? I am the living proof that it works, but anybody can hop online and say like, oh, XYZ, oh, I'm a Dom. I can teach you how to be a Dom. Yeah, I can. But my testimonial, me traveling the world, I'm not going to sit here and talk about myself. But my students and all the other people that come on here and tell y'all, oh yeah, it works. And y'all see the screenshots, y'all see the comments, y'all see the testimonials on Google. When y'all Google the AfroDomme Network, you see it in the YouTube comments. When we on here, y'all talk to the other students literally inside of the network and they'll tell you like, that's just what it is. The shit works. The shit works. Are the challenges in the elite group? Yes. All of the challenges, mentoring, coaching, previous videos, live lectures that we've had here on YouTube, all of my other books and stuff like that to help you guys out. All of that stuff is in the student portal. So in order to become a student, all you need to do is become a member of the AfroDomme community. And the link is in the description box. Right now it's $29.99 a month, because we are shifting gears, not away from teaching courses, but in order to introduce the new program, the new service of the AfroDomme Network, the AfroDomme Chat and the AfroDomme Pay program. So you guys can go to the demo site and find out more information about our upcoming project, what we're going to be doing with AfroDomme Chat and AfroDomme Pay, and how you can participate, what to expect from it. And then the link that will take you there to become a member will help you get to the membership so that you can sign up for that. And you can do it monthly or you can do it annually, depending on what you need, depending on what you guys need. So that's all you need. And all of that stuff will be in there for you. All of the replays, all of the past videos. I mean, it's probably like more than 20 or 30 videos at this point. Books, etc. Let's see how many views we got on TikTok. So a lot of people don't believe me when I say, like, every time I open my mouth about financial domination, I go viral. But it really is true. And I really don't be trying. Because this page right here has only been open for like less than a month. Honestly, I made the page 8/21. So it's only been like a few weeks. Let's see. This one got a couple of them that's in like the 5,000s, 2,000s. This one has 14.9 thousand views. Cute. The one about the sub coming to wash my dishes. This one has 21.6 thousand views, talking about how you shouldn't be making like less than $1,000 a day as a dom. Subs shouldn't be sending you less than $1,000. This one has 37.3 thousand views about honestly, that was me talking shit about the fact that I don't have to do anything as a dom and I can just sit in the house and get paid. So yeah, the other ones in thousands and increasing, but it's really easy to go viral on TikTok talking about Findom. I don't suggest using TikTok for financial domination as a dom, though. Like, to promote yourself, to find subs and stuff like that. It's not an app that will sustain you for success. You know, TikTok is not going to be an app that will sustain you long term. And as you guys already know, from like a political standpoint, they literally did already sign the papers to ban TikTok in the United States. So I don't know where they're going to go with that. But again, as far as marketing yourself in social media, I would not put any of your eggs in TikTok. And I never do as a dom anyway. Like, the fact that this page is new and we're having so much viral success so quick is cute. But I know that this is like the 4th or 5th TikTok page I've had as a dom for you guys. And every time I'm on there only teaching you guys and I lose an account or something like that after hitting like 600,000-700,000 views, I'll lose the account because, you know, people are fucking hating or something like that and reporting your posts and shit like that. So you never want to be putting your eggs in a basket like an app like TikTok. You know, other doms are on there trying to make money selling courses because they're not making money in domination. So they'll start reporting you, or people are just hating. People are just haters. People are just spiteful. And when you're doing really, really good and when you're actually making money, that you're saying that you make money, like, people will just, they'll see that and they'll target you for some reason, which is weird. You know, I guess it's because they're not actually making money and they can tell that you are, and it's like a bitterness or jealousness. But the devil works in many, many ways. So you'd be surprised like how many people will just not fuck with you, not like you, and it's not because you actually did something to them. It's just because you make more money than them. Like, bitches be fucking weird, which is why I'm glad that we have the AfroDomme Network because you can align with other women who aren't weirdos, who aren't haters. Like, you know, we in the AfroDomme Network, we are truly a community. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really work with each other and network with each other and help each other create content. We empower each other. Nobody's hating on the next person. Nobody's mad or bitter at the next person because everybody's sitting at the fucking tables making money. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about other girls seeing you as competition because we all getting paid. Like, it's not an offense to anybody in the AfroDom network that you making $1,000 a day, $100,000, $30,000 a month, because we're all doing the same thing. So that whole like crab in a barrel perspective that like, oh, everybody's in it for themselves, or girls being bitter and jealous, that type of shit that you see on the timeline on Twitter, that type of shit that I be seeing on TikTok, that does not exist in our community. I think that that's like some low vibrational pick me, bitches ain't getting no money so they mad type of thing. Because happy hoes ain't hating and hating hoes ain't happy. Ain't that what they be saying? So them hoes is hating because they not happy. And you ain't hating because you are happy. I ain't mad at the next girl making a bunch of money. I want you to make money. That's why I'm sitting here fucking teaching classes. Because I want more black women fucking making money. I want more black women fucking making money. That's why I teach classes. Because we need more black women being successful in this shit. We need more fucking people who look like me who feel like they can be successful at this. Can doms be successful through night flirt without in person? One thing you gonna need to know, and I know I've said it in a previous video, and I'm gonna always say it, I'm gonna always die on this hill. If you are a woman, you have to stop using the term DOMS. That is not the proper term to describe yourself as a dom. If you are a woman, if you identify as a fucking woman, you have to use the term DOMME. It is not a style. It is not a personality choice. It's not a tomato or tomato. DOM is how you say the word dom or how you spell the word dom if you are a man. You are not a dom. DOM. DOM means you are a man. If you are a woman, you have to use the term DOMME. Okay? So just nail that into your head, nail that into your brain. I'm going to keep nailing it into your head and keep nailing it into your brains every time I see it, because you do need to know the difference. It does make a difference. You are not a DOM as a woman. That is a man. You, as a woman, are a DOMME, Dom. Yeah, you can be successful on Night Flirt without being in person. But being successful on Night Flirt without doing anything in person will require you to know how to market yourself every single day. And if you do not have the ability to market yourself every single day, multiple times a day, you will not be successful on Night Flirt. Night Flirt requires you to promote yourself. Night Flirt does not promote you at all. They take 30% of your profits and they do not promote you at all. It will 100% require you to do all of the marketing. Nobody's going to be calling your phone on Night Flirt unless you are getting up every single day, promoting it on Twitter, promoting it on FetLife, promoting it this place, promoting it that way, or paying for ads. And if you're not willing to promote it in multiple different places, and if you're not willing to promote it by paying for ads, then you will not be getting telephone calls on Night Flirt. You got to put the work in some type of instance. So it's beneficial to be in person or to do in-person things or to go out and network at in-person events, because now that you've built a relationship or a connection with someone in person, you can hand them a business card with the Night Flirt telephone number on it, right? So it's beneficial to expand outside of doing just one particular thing. Because otherwise, if you make a night flirt right now without any marketing strategy or cash flow already from a personal aspect, if you don't already have $1,000 right now to dispose on paying for ads on night flirt, you're not going to make any money. If you want to make money on night flirt and not have to do literally anything, no type of like networking, no type of cross-referencing Twitter or using other services and stuff like that, and you just want to have a night flirt page, you just want to be on that one platform and not do anything else, you are going to need at least $1,000 to waste right now in paying for ads. And most people don't have that when they start sex work for the first time, because you're obviously coming here so that you can get $1,000, not to spend $1,000. You get me? So instead of having $1,000 to spend and just pay for ads on night flirt until you start making that money back, because that's possible to do. If you don't have that cash flow though, yeah, the alternative is you getting on Twitter every day and going active and talking to people. You going to different apps and talking to other guys over there. You going to events and promoting yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you either are going to get it out the mud through labor, or you're a trust fund baby who really doesn't need to be doing this, and you're just burning cash to become a sex worker for fun, which is possible. Because if you do have $1,000 in cash and you don't want to do anything and you just want to use one platform and make a lot of success, a lot of money, I would highly suggest Night Flirt. I would build an account on Night Flirt and I would spend $1,000 on ads, and I would get all of that money back in 30 days. You would absolutely be successful like that. But most of y'all don't have $1,000 right now to spend, with the risk of not actually making that $1,000 back, because just because you pay for ads on Night Flirt doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get a phone call. So it would absolutely be having $1,000 to literally throw in the trash. You might not get that $1,000 back in the next 90 days, and you would have to be willing to take that risk, because being an entrepreneur is risky, right? But if you really didn't want to do anything, you really don't want to talk to nobody, you really don't want to market or figure out how to brand yourself, you can absolutely make a Night Flirt page tonight and spend $1,000, flush it down the toilet, and run ads until you run out of money, and see how many people call you. And eventually, yeah, you'll get some calls for sure. Everybody's not going to do it that way. And I wouldn't suggest doing it that way either, because it's not necessary to spend $1,000 on ads on Night Flirt when, like I said, you can create sales funnels instead so that you're not relying on ads to be successful. I don't run ads. Y'all don't find me on no ads. If anything, I'm getting paid off of ads because YouTube puts ads on my videos. The ads are now paying me, but I don't post ads that much. I don't boost my YouTube videos. I don't pay TikTok to boost my videos. I don't pay Twitter to boost no tweets and shit. I don't pay I Want Clips to boost my shit. I don't pay no fucking body to boost me. This is straight up. Y'all know me, and the credibility that I have, the recognition that I have. Y'all literally know me off of blood, sweat, tears, hard work. Did you have $1,000 day very early on, or did it take time? I'm not there yet, and I've been doing it for some months now. I have big goals, and I know I can get there, but the patience is killing me. Patience is definitely going to be your virtue. So it did take me some time to have my first $1,000 day. In the first 2 years that I was doing financial domination, I did not actually take financial domination like serious. So I wasn't like studying BDSM and like my branding, all of that stuff. I was more of those fuck you, pay me, like verification video girls, because that's the bad advice that I got, right? Which is why I'm so glad that I know better now and I can teach you guys better now, because I was that type of girl my first 2 years. I was a fuck you, pay me verification video broke bitch. So It did take me some time to hit my first $1,000 day. But by the time I hit my first $1,000 day, it came from one particular sub. And I actually remember it. I was actually out at the park. I had left my mom's house. I was living at home, still trying to move out of my mom's house. And I remember driving to Drew Hill Park, and I was sitting in the park on the side of the road, like there's like parking spaces or whatever by the reservoir, by the water. And I just remember sitting on the side of the road in the car. I was smoking a blunt, and I was like tweeting. I was gonna get out the car and like walk around the reservoir, but that they had just started doing construction on the reservoir, and they've been taking a long ass time to do that. But I just wound up going over there to sit by the water. I remember wanting to get out, but I didn't get out the car. And I remember being on Twitter, and I was tweeting back and forth, and then I was on OnlyFans, posting videos on OnlyFans, because you could go live on OnlyFans. This was back when I had an OnlyFans account, and it was like $25 a month. Um, I had went live on OnlyFans to talk to some of my subs that were online, and it was David. It was David, and he had wound up responding. And I remember I had on this long sleeve shirt, and I had on these leggings with these checkerboard print on it. And I remember like putting the camera down there between my thighs to show the print of it, because I wasn't doing anything explicit in the car. That's crazy. I was just flashing and just being a tease, really showing off my pretty leggings. And um yeah, next thing I know, I had $1,000 in my Cash App, and that was all in one send. So it's a difference between making $1,000 as a dom and having $1,000 day. When I say making $1,000 day as a dom, not like, you have like clip sales over here and a few tributes over there, and something going on in the background where you get money in all these different places, and now you've made $1,000. I'm talking about you're interacting with a sub, or a sub is sending you $1,000 right then and there, and that one transaction from that one gentleman. That is what we say $1,000 day is. Is it possible to still make $1,000 in a day as a dom? Yes, through like multiple different avenues, and of course to combine together and make $1,000. Sure. But when I say $1,000 day, I'm talking about a sub sending you in one transaction $1,000. That's what I would consider $1,000 day or something like that. So that's when that phrase comes from. Like, oh, I've made $1,000 today, or $1,000 drain. That's what we're talking about in the community. A sub in one transaction sent you $1,000. So that was like year 2 in, really early on, year 2 in, like the beginning of the year. And it simply only took that long because, like I said, in the first year, I really wasn't taking it that seriously. So I would, create my page, and then I would have my verification videos. Like, I was just going about it the wrong way. I was making verification videos. I was um, I was doing spin the wheel games. I had a tribute menu where I said, "Oh, my rent is $600. Send me $600. My car gas is $50. Send me $50." I had all of the wrong things. I was doing all of the textbook wrong things to do. And then when, it got frustrating and I wasn't making any money, I would give up. I would, delete my Twitter page, or I wouldn't post for weeks and weeks and weeks. Or since I was in college, midterms would come around and I would already be like burnt out because of midterms. So I would just go ghost. And I did that for the first 2 years. So naturally, because I wasn't taking it serious, because I didn't have the proper foundation, because I kept taking all of this time off without really building up, streams of income that would actually sustain me taking time off and not posting for a certain amount of time. I didn't have all of those things like I have now. It hurt me. So every time I came back, I would be starting from scratch all over again. Nobody would know who I was because I had already deleted the Twitter page. So I would have to come back and be like, not new to Findom, just new to Twitter. Like all of the textbook cringe ass shit that new doms do. I've done it. That's why I can drag y'all. When I be dragging y'all through the filth, I'm doing it from love because I've literally done those things. When I say you a verification asshole, verification video asshole, I mean that because I was that verification video hoe. I was. And now I'm not. So when I'm dragging y'all, I'm dragging you from a place of love because I've been there. I've been there. I've done all the stupid stuff. I've done all the stupid shit. Okay? I've done it. You know how many times I done lost a PayPal account? I am literally banned from Tinder. I can't even make a personal Tinder because of financial domination. Because of me being young and dumb as a dom. You know how many apps I'm banned from? They done got my IP address and fucking banned me because I was doing young, dumb, new dumb shit. Okay? So when I be dragging y'all for the filth, I'm doing it from a place of love because I've done all of the shit. I've made all of the fuck ups. I've made all of the mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. Shit that y'all will never even find out. Oh, God. Right? But when I talk about like being financially responsible with your money and building an LLC and taking the necessary time to really get to know yourself and build your brand, that's what matters. Because that, once I started thinking like that, once I came back, stopped fucking up, graduated from college at this point, back as a new dom under a new name. Now I done took some business classes and all of these other things. That's the shit that took me to fuck off. That's the shit that took me to six figures. That's why y'all, you asking me for the information and I'm giving it to you. That's what it took. It took me to fuck it up. It took me to build up the business. It took me to get to know myself and my brand and what the fuck it means to even be a brand as a dom. What it means to be a dom. What BDSM is. What safety and consent BDSM. What parts of that I should know. How to find subs, the fact that I don't need to look for subs, I need to build stuff so that they can find me, all of those things. That's 7 years worth of genius, of trial and error in the less 82 minutes of us just having a casual conversation. Y'all be asking for the pot of gold in like seconds. Y'all be wanting me to tell you in 15 minutes something that took me 7 fucking years to find out. It don't work like that. But if you want for the next 15 minutes to find out how to put yourself 7 years ahead of several thousand other people, then yeah, we can talk about that. If you want in the next 82 minutes that we've already been talking to find out how to put yourself 7 years ahead of other people, all of the other doms who are on Twitter trying to do the same shit that you're trying to do right now. That's what we're here to talk about. You're not going to figure out my 7 years in the next 90 minutes on a free YouTube video. Be fucking for real. But I can definitely help you put yourself ahead of the thousands of other girls who's trying to do the same shit that you're trying to do. And I can definitely tell you that it is very possible to see the success that you want. It's not a myth. It's not bullshit. It's not smoke and mirrors. It's not luck. It is literally hard fucking work and business. And if you know business, you can always stay in business. You know how many girls start financial domination and then flop? Or they have some success for a few years and then they do something stupid or controversial and get canceled or kicked out of the community, exiled out of the community. So many of them. You know how many girls start a Twitter page thinking that they're going to be a financial dominatrix and then they never go back to that Twitter page? If you was to Google or if you was to go to Twitter right now and search the words Findom, you know how many girls you would find before you even found yourself? Come on now. So if you want to stand out, if you want to actually be seen and be visible. You got to be really smart and strategic about the way that you move. Subs find me on YouTube videos. I've been here talking for 84 minutes to you guys. It's probably like 3 subs in here for no fucking reason. Just watching me because they like listening to me talk even though I'm not talking to them. Ain't that sad? It is. But that's how it is when you are Dom and you smart and you build yourself up to have different platforms and foundations. Because, like I said, this page is created for you guys, but subs still find me here. That's a strategic choice. That's a choice. Me being on TikTok as a dom, but not from the perspective of, oh, come send me a tribute. Me being on TikTok as a dom, educating other women. That's a choice, and that's a marketing choice that benefits me as a dom. Not necessarily in a sense to sell you guys courses, because like I said, if I wanted money off of selling courses, I'd be charging you $2,500. I'm not. I'm talking to you guys about how to be a dom and giving you guys education to benefit the community and to grow the community, but also to promote myself as a dom. There are men who are going to find that TikTok page, and there are men who are going to comment on all of these videos. It always is. But those men find me here talking to you guys, and they spend 86 minutes studying me, the things that I say. The fact that I'm talking about how to be a dom and why it's important to know BDSM safety practices and consent. Because if I can teach you that, then clearly I know that myself. And if I have the ability to teach thousands of other doms how to be doms and how to make money, then goddamn, I must be an incredible fucking person. And now you, as the submissive watching this video, know more about me as a dom. So you've now found me on Amazon, you found me on YouTube, you found me on TikTok. You've done some research about my skills and what's attracting you to me to maybe want to book a session with me. But now you've gone a step further and you found my YouTube video where I'm talking to other doms about how to be a dom, BDSM practices and consent, content creation, and all those other things. So now you've gotten to know me in a different way before actually, calling me and booking a session with me. Now you feel more attracted to me. You feel more inclined to approach me. All of these things are choices. Creative choices in my marketing, creative choices in my branding, creative choices in the way that I build my business for success. She said, drag me, girl, to the right place. I can put in so much more work. I've been slacking. I know I have. I'm ready to put in the work, and you'll be seeing me in class soon. You'll be seeing me in class soon. Hello. See you soon. So glad I found your live. I get joy out of dominating men. Oh, I do too. And I want to learn how to earn with my personality. You're getting paid to be yourself, right? Like, come on now. Like, I literally get paid to exist. I've created a business that pays me to exist. I get paid to sit on YouTube and talk shit. I get paid to not have to do anything. I get paid to just be. Just be. And then again, the conversations that I'm having with men, if I decide to have a conversation with them, some of them aren't even sexual. Most times we're talking about, like, especially if a sub's older than me, I want to know like where he's from, culturally, if there's any differences between us. If this guy's like a fucking Trump supporter, I'm gonna want to know why. If you grew up in the South, I want to know your experience in the South. Like, I'm a historian, so me, when it comes to like that kind of stuff, that's a big part of what I do. um I don't separate the myself from the fact that I'm a black woman in a reality where white men come up to me and say that they want to be slaves for me. We gonna talk about what the fuck you just said and why you feel like that. Because why the fuck are you coming up to me as an 80-year-old man talking about you want to be a slave to my 28-year-old self? Who are you and where are you from? Because you 80 years old, 9 times out of 10, your granddaddy probably owns some slaves. Your great granddaddy did. Somebody fucking did. So we not about to act like that don't exist, or that's not in the context of what we doing here, that doesn't matter. So for me, I don't know. I just carry it a different way. I just carry myself a different way as a dom, and most of the conversations that I have aren't really sexual. So once I feel more comfortable with someone, then whatever I do as an adult is whatever I do as an adult. Yeah, you are gonna have to talk to them, because at the end of the day, there are some men who will send you a tribute. There are some men who will send you cash, and there's other ones that will be long-term service men, long-term sacrifice, long-term service. And building a relationship with your subs and knowing how to build a relationship with your subs is important. How can someone trust you enough to send you $100,000 if they've not had a conversation with you? That's not realistic. What is realistic is to get somebody to send you $25, $50, $100 and not have a conversation with you. But if you want someone to actually send you enough money that can actually change your life, yeah, you're going to need to have a relationship with that man, and that will require you talking to them. You don't have to sleep with them. You don't have to meet them, but you will have to at least talk. Otherwise, it's not realistic. And you should not do financial domination. You should find something else to do. Right? You can't be available for a phone call like 2, 3, 4 times a year. Like, not at all. I mean, come on now. Like, you got to do something. You're going to have to do something. Is there such thing as a fin sub? I guess that would be the terminology for the men or the gentlemen who are actually giving the money. A fin sub. A fin sub would be the man or the woman who's actually giving you the money. Financial domination ruined your life. Financial domination didn't ruin your life. You are trying to live the reality of a rich man, and you can't afford to do it. So you are financially irresponsible, and that is your problem to deal with. You went to my page. You went to the link in the description box, and you're interested in becoming a member of our community. The membership fees and subscriptions are listed on the website. So you would have to click the link in the description box. It's going to take you to the demo site of our current platform and project, the AfroDomme Chat and the AfroDomme Pay. And then it will give it to you. So, no, I don't want to do that. I just want them to give it to me. I understand. Lots of women just want to make the money. Lots of women just want to sit back and have the tributes coming in. You have to do the work before you actually get to that point. So, talking to them is how you get there. Building the foundation for your business to be successful is how you get there. Creating content and marketing yourself is how you get to the point where you don't have to talk to anybody. Putting the work in and building relationships is how you get to the point where you don't have to talk to them every day. So you can't have one without the other. Can't have one without the other. You can't have one without the other. Mm-hmm. The membership is offered on a monthly and an annual subscription. I'm going to take these off. It's hurting my ears. It's offered on a monthly and an annual subscription. Oh, my ears, my ears, my ears. Woo. Where is my Walmart order? I placed the order last night. You would think that the fucking Walmart order would be here by now. Like, right? Oh, it is here. Okay, so it's outside at the door. All right. I'm just sitting here complaining about the order not being here, and it's already been here for like the last 30 minutes. So never mind. Never mind. I'll go get that in a second. But yeah. I would be great as this. You're an actress. Okay. Yeah, you definitely would. Being a dramatic kind of person, a theatrical kind of person. I also did theater in high school, so that's probably another reason why I'm also so good at this as well, because I'm just like a dramatic person by nature. I did theater in high school for all 4 years. Yes, I was a theater nerd. Yes, we did Oliver Twist. What else we did? We did Oliver Twist. We did The Wiz. We did. Fuck, what's that one? I can only think of the movie version of it. Damn it. We did that one where like it's like Anita and it's the Latinos against the white people, because I can't think of the damn name of it right now, but we did a couple of different things back in high school. So being in theater, being a very theatrical person definitely will help you as a dom, because again, you're selling a fantasy. West Side Story, thank you. When I said Latinos against the white people and I was Anita, thank you, West Side Story. I love you. I don't know who you are, but I love you for that. I really do, because you was right here with me. Thank you. But that's definitely gonna make a difference, just helping you like sell it, because yes, this is like a different side of your personality, but you're selling a fantasy, right? Like if you're trying to get to the point where like day one you're trying to like present yourself as this elite dom, that's not going to necessarily feel natural to you, because again, you not an elite dom yet. You haven't put the years into it, but you're still walking and talking as if you are. Because if I would want you to do that for sure. I don't want you, just because you're year one as my student, means you gotta like shit on yourself or be like, oh, I'm not there yet. Like, no, you're the fucking shit. Know that you're the shit. Move like you're the shit. Speak and act like you're already at that elite level, especially if you know that you're investing the time and energy into doing this. So that is a good question, but no, just give me a second. So, like, you're selling a fantasy. So you want to make sure that in your imagery and the way that you speak about yourself and the way that you like curate this brand, that you're speaking to the higher, your higher self. It should be a reflection of what you want as your highest. So if right now you just, you know what I'm saying, you're not making that much money, don't move like the girl that's not making that much money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm really trying to say. Like, if you're not making that much money, don't move like the girl that's only making $25 an hour. Move like the version of you that makes $100,000 a year. Move like the version of you that makes $250,000 a year. Start dressing like her. Start talking like her. Start picking up her habits, because that is the fantasy that you want to sell. You don't want to sell the version of you that's not making enough money, that, needs a sub to send you some $50 so you can get your nails done. You don't want to act like that version of yourself, or any version of yourself that would be like cheap, broke, don't have it, can't figure it out, can't finesse it. You want to always move and act and speak and present yourself as if you have it all put together. Not necessarily in a fake it till you make it time type of way, but like, yeah, the law of assumption, and like placing yourself into that new reality, like really adopting this and bringing it to life. So could someone who's typically submissive sexually do this? I don't really think so. If you truly identify as like if you were to take the BDSM test and it told you that you were like 100% submissive, I wouldn't try to be a dominatrix, cuz it's not going to come naturally to you. If you take the BDSM test and it tells you you're a switch, and like more than 80% of you is dominant, yeah, maybe you got a little bit of it in you. But if you a sub, you know what I'm saying, you take the BDSM test and it says that you are 0% dominant or less than 50% dominant, I wouldn't even try to do this, because it's not, again, it's going to be really clear. No matter how much time, no matter how many courses you take, it's still going to be really clear that being dominant is just not in your natural energy. When I'm in my natural energy as a dom, it is really, really clear that this is who I am. When I get into my bag, when I get into my flow, I'm just moving and doing. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's this is just something that just naturally flows through me. I've always been a very bossy person, bossy girl. I'm not gonna lie. So, does the membership come with gentleman caller leads? Good question, but the answer is no. A membership to the AfroDomme Network or joining me for mentorship and classes, I am not going to give you leads on my subs or lists of names and telephone numbers of men that you could take money from. No. I don't think that that would be valuable to, a dom to have. Taking someone else's sub, or like, I don't think that having leads like that in an industry like financial domination would be beneficial to someone, because the reality is men send to who they are attracted to. So it wouldn't matter if I had a sub's first and last name, email address, and telephone number to give to you for you to reach out to them and demand them to send you money. It doesn't work that way. Subs don't just walk around sending anybody money just for the sake of getting off on that. They send you money because they like you. They have a connection to you. They resonate with the style of kink, or they resonate with your branding. They resonate with the energy that you put off. And they're sending to you because they like you. So yes, there are community subs that we always pass around that you may see with one person and the next person, but you'll start to see on your own who those community subs are, because when you're talking to your girlfriends, they're getting subs from the same people. That's fine. We just pass those fuckers along. But as far as people sending you stuff They'll be doing that because they feel a connection to you for some specific reason, which is why the relationship building part of it is important. Because there could be 100 guys looking at your Twitter right now who have a legitimate desire, a legitimate kink for financial domination. They literally get off on the fact that they are sending money to a beautiful, dominant woman. They could be already on your page looking at you, wanting to do that. But if you haven't given them a reason to trust you, or you're giving off the vibe that you're a scammer, or you're giving off the vibe that you're a weirdo, or you're giving off the vibe that, I don't actually want to talk to subs, I just want you to give me the fucking money. And it's like, yeah, maybe he's like, yeah, I do want to give you the money, but I did at least want to, like, maybe talk to you maybe once every now and then, and kind of just say like, hi goddess, like, my name is such and such, I found you on Twitter and I wanted to send you a tribute because you look so beautiful. I can't even tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to talk to me at all. You just you want me to send you the money. Like, what am I getting out of that? The subs do still want something. You want to say thank you, you want to talk, but it's gonna require something. It's gonna require something. They want something. No, my business doesn't, mentorship doesn't teach the law of attraction. No. If you're looking for classes and you're looking for courses, the AfroDomme 101 curriculum will teach you how to navigate financial domination, how to understand BDSM safety practices, how to build a business as a financial dominatrix with contracts, all of the legal agreements that you would need, how to establish an LLC, how to establish business credit as a Dom, how to be a content creator if that is your niche or bag, and as far as marketing and creating sales funnels to make passive income. If you want to make content, I can teach you how to edit your content, photography or film, how to create a private dungeon or film space in your home so that you have a dedicated space to film in. I mean, the list goes on. Where we talk about the law of attraction, the law of assumption and manifestation, sure, but the course is about actually getting into the industry and how to build the foundation that you need for success. The foundation that we're already been talking about: marketing, branding, business development, all of those things. So there's like more than 50 videos at this point of inside of the students portal, all of the books that I've written over the last several years and stuff like that, other live streams that we've done outside of today's video, and yeah, it is a comprehensive course that will give you my next or my last 7 years of financial domination, and how to take those skills and create a brand on your own that is alignment with you as a Dom. So, but no, I'm not going to give you my subs or give you leads to subs. But I can definitely show you how to find your own and how to create all of the sales funnels that you'll need on Night Flirt or OnlyFans or Loyal Fans, so that you can create content, make money, find subs, build stronger relationships with subs so that you have what's called client retention, so that you're not losing money. Subs aren't sending you money and then calling their bank and being like, oh, that was fraud. And yeah, all of the other many things that are going to be required for you to build a business as well. Like I said, business credit, setting up an LLC, how to trademark yourself, stuff like that once you're already established, how to get a business bank account. Nobody else is showing y'all that. Nobody else teaching Findom classes is showing you how to get an LLC and how you're going to be able to establish business credit as a financial dominatrix, so that you can quit your 9 to 5 and you can literally use your income as a financial dominatrix to buy you a car and to get you a new apartment. Did you know that with the proper documentation as a financial dominatrix, you can create your own pay stubs? Did you know with the proper structure as a financial dominatrix, you can quit your job and have a legitimate proof of income by being able to cut yourself a check and have your own pay stubs? And you can go to any leasing office, you can go to any dealership and give them those pay stubs, and they will be verifiable to show that as a financial dominatrix, even though they don't know that part, but they know on paper that you make $1,000 a day. And you now have credit, personal credit, and business credit from financial domination, right? That's real wealth building. That's real success. So that's what you'll learn in the course. I had an argument with a dom who said she's been doing this for 5 years and says you can't make a living off of Findom. That is not true. She probably can't make a living off of financial domination. And that's why I said earlier how, you know what I'm saying, when you're making money and people can tell you that you're making money and they can tell that you have a certain level of energy and enthusiasm around what you do, people will tell you any fucking thing. People will tell you any fucking thing to get in your fucking head, to make you seem like you're fucking crazy, to make you seem like you're being unrealistic. But the reality is it's possible to make a living off of financial domination. Whoever you was talking to just does not know how to do it. So that's why she told you that you can't. It's not that you can't. She can't. That's the real tea. You can absolutely make a living off of financial domination. You need structure. This is a business, and businesses thrive off of structure. That's what I told her as, and she even had a tribute on page. Girl, don't never let a bitch with a verification video tell you shit. She told you you can't make a living off of financial domination, and she got a verification video on her page. That's why she can't do it. She don't know what she's doing. So that's why she feels like it's impossible, because she doesn't have any business structure and she doesn't know what she's doing. When you structure yourself up for success and you have a plan from day one, you will absolutely be successful. She don't know what she's doing. Like, you know, I just shut up after that and let her do her. Let her do her. Let her continue to struggle. You know how many girls was mad? You know how many bitches I done pissed off? You know how many people I've been in the industry for 7 years. It's people that's in this industry that's been here since I've been alive, and I'm making more money than them. That bothers people. Hating hoes ain't happy, and happy hoes ain't hating. Real shit. I've had girls who've been in this industry. When I started teaching classes in 2019, they were shitting on me. How dare you say that you can do XYZ? You ain't even been in the industry long enough. I've been in the industry for 15 years. I ain't never seen that much money before. Now you saying that you hit that much money, you're lying. You're fake, you're scamming. Till I started pulling out receipts. Then they was quiet. Then we hit our first $1,000, we hit our first 1,000 students. Then more of them got quiet. Then our students started making $1,000 a day. And we had 3,000 students. Now everybody watching. Then we had 5,000 students. And my students started hitting $10,000, $15,000 a motherfucking month. Now everybody want to sell Findom courses. Don't let these bitches talk you out of your game. Or destiny swap with you, because that's what they like to do. Some people is really nasty. They like to tell you that your dreams ain't realistic because they want to live the life that you live in. So they want to tell you that's not realistic, so that they can suck up all of your good energy that you done spent putting into your manifestations. Don't let these bitches talk you out of your shit. You know that you are meant to be successful in financial domination. Some girls will never be successful. Some girls will only truly ever get $50 tributes. Some girls will only truly ever get pay pigs and shit like that. All of those little cheap ones. Some girls will only truly ever get that. And that's not because, like, you know, it's hard out here, or that's the reality of it, or it's not possible to make money. It's simply because that's all they feel like they deserve. And that's all they're going to get. But when you know that you deserve more, and you work for more, and you got the audacity to take that motherfucking shit, demand that shit, snatch that shit up out his hands, you're gonna get it. So I was bold enough to take it. I was bold enough to do it. That's really it. It used to be girls that wanted to fight me over the fact that I said you need to be charging more than $5 for your OnlyFans. There's girls that used to want to fight me and apparently wanted to get beat the fuck up because you was never finna win the fight. So it was girls that wanted to get beat the fuck up over me telling them you need to be charging more than $5 for OnlyFans. Simply because the fact that I was saying that I believe that I'm worth more ruffled their feathers. And it didn't ruffle their feathers in a way that said, you know what, she right, I do need to be charging more. It was ruffling their feathers in a way that's like, I'm only charging $5. What's this bitch thinking that, why she thinks she better than us, that she can't charge $5? It's nothing wrong with charging $5. Like, bitches was literally dying on the hill of nothing wrong with charging $5 as a financial dominatrix. Like, you know how embarrassing that is to die on the hill of accepting $5 from a man as a financial dominatrix. Like, that's the hill that you want to die on, because something about your subconscious, something about your poverty consciousness, something about whatever trauma that you've experienced with men and money makes you feel like you only worth $5. So the girl that looks just like you, who's fat or making a little bit more money than you and is wearing her natural hair, she's telling you to charge more, and instead of agreeing with her, you on defense. You know how mentally fucked up in the head you gotta be to not understand what I'm saying when I say you need to charge more? Like, if I tell you that you as a black woman are beautiful, smart, and intelligent, and you are capable of making more, and you need to just fucking take that shit and charge more and demand more, and that don't trigger some shit inside of you that's like, hell yeah, it triggers a different reaction, fear, anxiety, disdain towards me, you got a fucking problem. There's something inside you that don't feel worthy of charging that much money. And instead of going internal, you trying to project your shit onto me. I'm not the problem here. I'm making the money. I'm just helping you make more. And the reason why I have such a stake and interest in helping other women make more money, not because I need your money. I don't need your $29.99. I have a stake in helping women make more money because in the future, that's going to help me make more money. I need more black doms who know about financial domination and who are charging $1,000, because I, as a financial dominatrix, want to now charge $10,000. And I'm not going to be able to charge $10,000 in the very close future if a bunch of doms are still only charging $100. So if I want to charge 10,000 and I want to make it seem like 10,000 is a normal amount for somebody to send to me, because that's what the fuck I want. That's what the fuck I deserve. I need more women talking about $1,000 tributes. Because the more of y'all that's new, that's charging $1,000, it's going to become so normal. Ain't gonna be no more conversations about how to find subs and that they not sending no money and that I only got $25. Because the new energy of the conversation is, all of the black doms who are smart and intelligent, they learning from the AfroDomme Network and they're charging $1,000 minimum. And then again, once we start doing that as the majority industry, the industry with the largest people in here, you already know they're going to copy us again like they always do. Somebody always copying our shit. Then everybody going to charge $1,000. Because who going to be the bitch that's not charging $1,000 when everyone and their mama on financial domination on the internet and in the AfroDomme Network and Academy is charging $1,000? You don't want to be the bitch that's charging 50 when everybody else getting 1,000. So what you going to do? You're going to follow fucking suit. And then once everybody's charging $1,000, it'll be even easier for me. Once again, not needing your $29.99, baby. That'll be easier for me once thousands of you guys are over here talking about we not taking less than $1,000. That is the noise. We not taking less than $1,000. Now to be easier for me to say I want 10,000, and the sub will just have to fucking send it. And then y'all gonna follow suit with the 10,000, and I'm gonna charge 100,000, and you can see where the pattern goes. So that's why I have a stake in educating. That's why I have a stake in sharing what financial domination is and how to make more money in it. Because inevitably it's going to come back to me. Because I got dreams, I have goals, I have aspirations, and these $100 tributes is not fucking cutting it. They're not. They're not. I have shit that I want to do, and $100 tributes is not getting it there. So I need to charge more. And in order for me to charge more, I, as a businesswoman, am thinking big. So I'm going to help all of you guys elevate the community so that we can elevate the cost of this. Just like the cost of living went up, we need to elevate the cost of financial domination so that I can charge $100,000 and people aren't looking at me like, ooh, this uppity bitch. I want to be able to charge $100,000 for some shit, and motherfuckers is not looking at me like, who the fuck this bitch thinks she is? That should be normal. This is financial domination. This is a rich man's fetish, is it not? $100 is the equivalent of $1 bill to a man who makes $1 billion. We should be targeting billionaires, right? We should be targeting trillionaires. Right? So imagine taking $15 tributes when rent is $2,000. What the fuck is going on? That's what y'all doing. That's it. We gotta change this up. We gotta change this up, y'all. I'm just saying. We can't. Come on now. Come on now. But if somebody told you from day one, you know what I'm saying, we can't charge $2,000 when $15 when rent is $2,000. But if somebody told you from day one, hey, instead of charging him 15, just go ahead and charge him to the 2,000, you wouldn't even, you know, like it wouldn't even be a question. It wouldn't even be a fucking question. Everybody would just be charging the 2,000. So stop charging 15. Shit. You're like depreciating the value of the fucking community. Yeah, you are scared to make real money. And some people really are scared. Some people do have those objections that come up in their head like, damn, no, like I don't feel good enough to charge that. Or you really might have a scarcity mindset. And think about it. It makes sense that you would have a scarcity mindset if you literally just came from a lifestyle where you was making $15 an hour. Now you scared to charge more than 15. It makes sense that you would charge 15 as a minimum tribute because, I mean, normally that's how much you make in a fucking hour. So now that you're making it in 5 minutes as a dom, you think you're doing something, but you're not. This is not your normal life. This is $1 billion industry. You can't come into $1 billion industry with minimum wage thinking. This sounds like my type of party. My light made people turn their noses. I enjoy speaking with poise. Yeah. You can't come into a $1 billion industry with minimum wage employee thinking. You are no longer an employee. You are now CEO. This is not minimum wage. This is six figures. And if your mindset is set to six figures, that's what you will attract. If you're constantly working with six figures in mind, the universe will respond to that. The universe will respond to that from a perspective of manifestation and energy, but also from the literal fucking work that you're doing. So let's say, for example, you want a sub to send you $1,000 right now. How do you know that the sub who could have been sitting on your page waiting for you to show up to send you $1,000? How do you know that they're there or not? Right? Let's say you ain't been on Twitter, you haven't posted anything in like 2 or 3 days. And you're like, oh, Findom's dry anyway. I'm not going to post. There's no point in posting. How do you know it's dry? You haven't posted in 3 days. How do you know it's not somebody on your Twitter page waiting for you to post right now so that they can send you $1,000? All they wanted to know is that you were active and online so that they could send it to you. Because they wanted to see, oh, let me go see if she posted something today. I finally saved up enough money to send it to her. Let me go see if she posted something today so I can send it to her so that she can see it and then maybe say something about it on Twitter, or maybe she'll comment and say thank you and I can book a session with her. Let me go see if she's online to take the $1,000 I've been thinking about sending her and I now have saved up. Oh, she's not online. She hasn't posted in 3 days. Oh, well, I'll go to the next bitch and send it to her. You don't know. You don't know. I literally wish I could pick this video up and throw it at the doms that don't get it. Some of them will never get it. Some of them will never get it. Some of them, it'll just go over their heads, or they'll be in the comments like, oh, I watched the video and it didn't make sense. It'll just go right over their heads. They just won't get it. And that's okay for them, but that's not going to be okay for us. So, yeah. But all right, y'all. It has been another 90-minute session. So that means I did a 90 minutes on TikTok. I did 90 minutes on YouTube. And then before that, I did, I think, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. So that was most of the day, most of the afternoon, spending time with you guys, answering your questions and all of that jazz. I'm going to go because my groceries have been sitting on my front door from Walmart for a while now. I got some candle magic to do. Somebody just joined us. Somebody just joined us in here. Siren. Can't really tell. But Goddess Siren, okay, welcome. If you're joining us from today's video, welcome, welcome, welcome to you. So, other than that, y'all, I shall see y'all on a flippity flip. One.